Good morning. Ira Epstein with your morning flash update. And this update is for Tuesday, the 3rd of February. I almost said April there. I don't know why. 3rd of February, 2026, 8:10 a.m. Central Time. Interesting day. You saw that India has done a trade deal with the U.S., but as usual, we don't know the details of the deal. All we get from the president is the deal's done. They're going to stop, they being India, buying Russian oil. We'll see. We don't know the deal. That's the important thing. He says there is one. And I just saw in the news wires that the European Union is going to make rare earth minerals available to the United States to counter some of the deals that they're doing with China. That's probably a smart move on their part. Stock market, a mixed bag this morning, but not a mixed bag in the gold. Look at this dramatic move up, almost 6%. On silver market, you've been up to 89.10. So this market's up, 13, 14%? If you think you can call that, great. I did mention last night in the gold, there was a lot of gold buying calls taking place, especially on GLD yesterday. I was seeing that, and boy, did that pay off for those people. But again, you were paying who knows what. When we look at the energy markets today, you're hearing Russia coming out and saying that they believe that OPEC is going to say that the spring pickup is going to take place and demand will increase for the oil, and you're getting a bid there. I've now heard that the U.S. will meet on Friday, I take that back, Friday, with an Iran delegation. Now, if this is a face-to-face meeting, it's one of the very first that is going to be public, so that'll be very important. And obviously, the goal is to tone down everything. The Armada's been built. It's still being built. And the U.S. Can attack at any time, and they're trying to get the attention of the Khomeini. We'll see what happens. When you look at the bonds and notes, interest rates continue to do one thing, very gradually, but they are adding yield to it. When we look at the foreign currency market, as I've been telling you, I'm of the opinion that if the dollar can rally a little bit here and the euro fall a little bit, they'll both get to their 18-day average of closes and probably find a good area for the top, if you will, in the dollar and the euro the other way. I'm still bearish the dollar long the euro in terms of a mental way to want to be the market. Now the question is, does it offer an opportunity in it? We'll find out very shortly. In terms of news, let's go to the other one. Got it right here for you. There we are. The Richmond Fed Bank President Barkin did address an event this morning around 7. I've not seen one thing on any newswire about it. That'll be coming. Redbook weekly retail sales up 6.3% in the first 4 weeks of January versus January of 2025, and up 6.7% in the first week ending January 31st versus a year ago week. Both solid numbers. We'll get the API numbers this afternoon. Elon Musk, he is combining his SpaceX with his XAI business at something valued at $1.25 trillion for an IPO that he is seeking to float out later this year. That's one heck of a deal, and it makes total sense to me, by the way. If you've got spaceships and you've got an AI platform, you put it out there, what can they do together in space? Wow, that's something to really think about. So as usual, this man does things that nobody else can do. But I think you have to wave bye-bye to Tesla cars for a bit here. I don't think that's where his attention is, as he's converting 2 factories, from what I can read, to making the robots, not the cars. So I think he's smart. He's understanding, hey, why compete with BYD, Ford, GM? Let all those people have the cars. He's on to something else now. He changed the EV market, and that's pretty cool. One thing I want you to remember, if you want to keep up with the ideas that I have, the markets, go to my research. That's iraepstein.com. You can move your cursor to the top up here. It'll show. You'll see over here an icon if you're watching me on YouTube. Give that a click. With that, I'm Ira. I'll catch up with you at the end of the trade day. You have a great one. Take care.